Today is January 3rd, 2025, and I am trying to get pregnant. It feels pretty weird to say that out loud. Tyler and I decided, I think it was December 11th or somewhere right around that we decided that we wanted to try for the first time. And it was very sudden change. I mean, if you had asked us even a month prior to that, even like right around Thanksgiving, we were both kind of like, no, we're going to wait till the summer. But it was Thanksgiving, I think, where we really looked at each other and we realized that we just didn't want to have another holiday season without a kid, or at least the intention of a kid. And everything kind of spiraled from there, where we were just like, oh my gosh, okay, let's try. It's go time. I'm ovulating. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. So even though we were not successful the first time, we hadn't really planned it out well. So we like jumped in halfway through my ovulation cycle. I was surprised how disappointed I was that it didn't work the first time. Again, very poor planning, jumped in halfway through. So it really shouldn't be a surprise. But I feel like so many of my friends who are pregnant or have gotten pregnant, it happened like right away for them. So I think I do have some secret anxiety or fear that because it didn't happen this first time, like maybe we're going to have a harder time getting pregnant than they all did. Also, can I just say it is fairly weird to be vlogging about this because this is such an intimate topic. Like, we all know this is just me talking about raw dogging my husband, but somehow because the intention is to get pregnant, I guess this is socially acceptable. I don't know. I just want to say I'm sorry in advance if this is weird. If you are my family watching this or friends and you think this is weird, I am sorry, but I just feel like this is something people don't really talk about. Like I only see people talk about the really beautiful sides of motherhood and or like I don't know, the same five topics over and over again about the hardships of pregnancy. And I just want to have kind of an authentic play by play as I'm going through this, what it's actually been like. Not pregnant.
Is that what it says?
Yeah. Not this time. Good morning. It is February 15th. I am not pregnant, and I thought I would do a little check in because lately I have been feeling a little bit, I don't want to say overwhelmed, and I don't want to say anxious because obviously we are very early still in this process, but I think because when people announce their pregnancy, you're either finding out while they're already going through it, right? Like your friends who are 12 weeks pregnant, you didn't necessarily see how long they were trying to get pregnant before they announce it to you, or your friends who are cluing you in when they are already, a year plus into this process and they found out like it's going to be more challenging. So I feel like you kind of see the two extremes, and very rarely do people talk about like it's month 3, month 4, month 5, and the fear is starting to creep in. I feel like people just don't really talk about that, which makes sense. But I wanted to check in because I'm starting to feel some of that, even though it's only been 3 months. Like, my sister-in-law, my soon-to-be sister-in-law is my OB, and she's like, don't panic until you hit the year. But it's just human, I think, to have a little bit of fear and anxiety because you really don't know, can I get pregnant? Is this going to work until you're pregnant and it worked? So, yeah, just wanted to check in. But something else that is probably contributing to the way I'm feeling is that a third friend just announced she's pregnant, which, of course, I am so excited for them. They're going to be amazing parents. Like, it's really weird that I can be super excited and also sad, or I guess it's really just jealous to hear this kind of news. But I now have 3 friends who are due, I think, like a week or 2 apart, which is insane. And I know that's not really normal, but it's definitely contributing to me feeling like, what the heck? Like, these 3 people got pregnant so quickly, so easily, and here I am, and I'm like so far behind. And I also think I'm the oldest out of all of them, so that, just mentally gets to you also. So we're 3 months in. I'm still excited and hopeful, but I think right now in this moment, I'm just feeling not the best. So we'll see. Okay, today is March 24th, and we have officially been trying to conceive for 4 cycles now. I am just finishing my ovulation cycle this week, and so we are, of course, in waiting mode again, which I think is honestly the hardest part of all this is you spend all this time waiting. There's a small window where you're like, okay, hopefully this works. Then you're waiting again. And then when it doesn't work, you're just back on this waiting track, which sucks. We were definitely a little more methodical this time around. In the past months, we have kind of been more of a like, this is my ovulation window. Hopefully, we're feeling it every other day, but let's not stress ourselves. If work is crazy, no worries. This time, we were very much like, this is the ovulation window every other day, no matter what, no matter how tired we are. Let's just see if this changes things. If I am not pregnant after this cycle, I think we're going to take a month off because one, we don't want to have a Christmas baby. That's really the main reason to take a break here. I'm also going to Italy with my mom in May, and if I'm not pregnant, then I'm going to drink, I'm going to enjoy the trip, all of that good stuff. Our families are definitely suspicious. I think my parents think I am already actively pregnant. Tyler and I have not been drinking since December because we want to be our healthiest selves trying to conceive. I think like people don't really talk about how important that is, especially for the guy. And so he's not drinking, I'm not drinking, and my parents were definitely, like they've always kind of questioned if we don't drink. And the latest time we saw them, my dad basically made a comment like, oh, Tyler, you're not drinking, like in solidarity. So I'm pretty sure they think I am actively pregnant, which will be kind of comical when I actually announce that I am pregnant and they're going to be like, oh, you're 4 months pregnant. And I'm going to be like, I'm 4 weeks pregnant. We have started telling select groups of friends that we're trying. I recently talked to my friend Liz and I let her know. Everyone has been very encouraging, which is, of course, amazing. And I didn't expect anything different, really. I'm just trying to avoid the pressure of people saying, like, are you pregnant? Or me having to tell people, like, I'm still not pregnant. I feel like that kind of adds a level of stress that I don't know. I'm just trying to like avoid that whenever possible. So I think maybe like four of our couple friends know, so that we have some support when we need it. And they're all very encouraging, and everyone has had, amazing advice. And they've been very good about saying, like, do you want me to give you my thoughts? Do you want my thoughts? Do you want this? Or are you just like, don't talk about it at all? So friends have been awesome about it. I do think if I'm not pregnant after this cycle, we take a break, we try again. Now we're in, let's say, June, and I'm not pregnant by like August. I can see where this gets really hard. Like, I can already feel some of that pressure and those fears creeping in of, is something wrong? Why isn't this working? Is it us? Is it me? Is it him? Is it, whatever. So I think if in August I'm not pregnant, I will be feeling a little scared. A little scared about what that could mean. Also, remember how I said I had 3 friends who were pregnant and due the same week? That's, of course, still true. There's actually a 4th girl who kept her pregnancy on the DL because she lives out in Seattle, so I've not physically seen her. She's also pregnant around the same time, and I'm just like, did everyone get together and decide to get pregnant at the same time? What is happening? But yeah, anyway, I wanted to do a check-in while I'm still in my ovulation, still feeling hopeful. If I'm not pregnant, I'm sure you'll hear from me in 2 weeks when I'm doing a very sad video about how I'm not pregnant and now we have to take a month off.